Welcome, monkeys, to an all-new series here at Coaster Monkey Studios. We're going to do something a little bit different with this series. I have the itch to build a zoo. Yes, I said it, a zoo. So what does that mean for Coaster Monkey Studios? Well, we're just having fun. This game here, Planet Zoo, is built by the same production house as Planet Coaster. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the same ideology that we have in Planet Coaster and bring it here to Planet Zoo. We're going to build. We're going to make nice, pretty stuff. We're going to have a good time with it. But I have no idea how to play Planet Zoo. From what I understand, the management side of it is pretty intense. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off this series by playing the career mode and move on through the career mode and see what we can do there. And yeah, this is going to be a live gameplay series, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's see what Planet Zoo has to offer for Coaster Monkey Studios. All right, let's get on over to it. Catch you guys in a bit. All right, we're going to start this one off with the Goodwin house. This is the very first scenario to try out in the game. Mind you, I have played these a little bit already. So I have some insight in how the game works, but yeah, we're going to see each of these scenarios and I don't know, let's see what Planet Zoo has to offer. I've seen so many great videos. I watched Delay Designer and Silver Red. I obviously watched the Quali Zoo series, but okay, ready? Here we go. Get ready, guys.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet
The
you
park
in
looks
person.
so good.
I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s.
Yeah, poop.
But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand.
Thank you, Nancy.
She's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be, too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
I love the visuals in this game.
Hello there.
Oh.
From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin,
Is it me or does she sound like the mother from Ron Weasley's mother from Harry Potter?
How to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
All right, let's go look at the grizzlies. Woo. Hello, grizzly. Woo.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
Oh my goodness.
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel. See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked
Let
their
me raise the
location
volume
for
a little
you.
bit too, guys. It sounds a little low. Hold on. Settings. Go to 80, I guess.
Defined.
Yeah, better. Alright, we've got to go over to the lions. With the lions. There you are.
Panthera Leo Leo. The West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Sorry, I'm way too excited about this. All right. Next up, we've got to go over there. Okay. See, a little challenge is you kind of sometimes, if you don't really pay attention, you got to figure things out.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Adopt.
There we are. A pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally, the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
I want elephants.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Already did it.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
I want my warthog now. Okay, let's see these guys. Whoa. Oh my god. That's some face. Only a mother could love, huh? Sorry. Okay. See, I wasn't paying attention. Now I don't know what to do. Locate the animal trade center. See? There we go.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health.
The very rudest of health.
Let's get the warthogs' habitat finished
They're
up
rude.
so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information. Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
See, if I type in warthog, food troughs, okay, so water bowl, food trough small, right? So like, this is all that's available. But like, as you play later on in the game, you got all the different, and you got to identify what. You'll see. All right. So let's give them, because we want people to see them as they eat and play. Yes, yes. So we'll do a food thingy here. We'll do a water thingy here. Oh wait, no, sorry. Undo. That was Control Z, by the way. Put these here.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Whee! They get to play in the mud.
Nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a fair old state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat.
Oh,
it's over
yay.
near the hippos.
I liked doing this one the first time. Ooh, there's a lot of spinning. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Or you can hit P.
That's more like it. A
On your
quick
keyboard.
break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay. Job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
See, I want to put it here, but it won't let me. Isn't that weird? It'll only let me put it here, which is silly, because there's clearly a wall right there. And a wall over there. But you can only go here.
Right. Let's
Right.
complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
So this I had gotten a little... I want to see something here. So habitat for curved barrier top. I don't know what that means. Height mode. Flat top. Ooh, undulating. Oh, cute. Flat top. Flat top and editable bottom. Is that the bottom? Okay. Angle snap. We'll keep on for now. Window. Ooh, they got windows. Height level camera is the camera. Terrain relative. Sea level relative. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build this wall. See how it angle snaps. I want it to have... Now, see, angle snaps at 30. Go to 15. Now we're going to turn off angle snap. Now you can do that by hitting spacebar. Again, the controls are similar to Planet Coaster, which I'm very used to. So it makes life a little bit easier when building. I think. I feel. Let's see something that's 0, that's 15, so we'll go, okay. Nice. And then we're going to hit spacebar again. Oh, we're kind of off a little bit. Okay, we're going to control Z. I want to start from here now, because I want it to be exact and precise, because I have OCD. Okay, and then connect.
Good work.
Good work. Thank
Before
you.
you can place animals in any habitat,
She
it
gets
has
very
to have
excited.
a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're
Gotta go to the
banned,
glass.
I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'd like to do all this in glass.
There we go. Adding in
And
more
then
windows
all
gives
of
guests
this
even
in
more
glass.
opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view
Always
into a
down to the
habitat
button.
from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy. And because this would be a pretty terrible
Oh.
zoo if they couldn't.
Where'd the glass
The
wall go?
last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation.
I know it's a tutorial,
Just
but
make
like,
sure
hi.
you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them. Now,
Can I put my
before
wall
we
back?
adopt our ostriches,
I want the
you should
glass.
click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh? By the way, as well as pausing the game, you
I want
can
my glass
speed
wall.
the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5
Okay,
times
you can do this with
faster.
your keyboard
It
too
can
by
be
hitting the
useful,
O
especially if
button.
you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat.
See how fast the train went?
Personally, I
Now
use
it's
it
slow,
when I'm waiting
medium,
for a brew to
fast,
finish.
slow, medium,
All
fast,
right,
slow,
you've finished
medium,
the
fast.
habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think?
Ah, here we gotta adopt the
Let's get
ostriches.
4 of them in
Alright, so
here.
you come here. We'll go there, and then we've got 4 ostriches. Let's just adopt them all because why not? Oh, that one didn't look. What was that yellow for fertility? Oh, somebody needs to get their groove on. We'll select all 4 of these. We'll click send to zoo.
While
and
we
then
wait for them to be
the
collected
barrier.
by the
Click on the barrier.
caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them.
Gotta get it
Add
ready.
a suitable feeding station, water
wanted
station,
my
and an
barrier
appropriate
back. I
food
want more
enrichment
glass.
item. It's
hate
often
tutorials.
best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Okay, habitat. See, these are very specific for this particular bird, right? So we're gonna have 4. So let's have a lot of water. Bowls. We'll do 2 water bowls. No, can't do that there. Well, we want to do glass in this bowl here. So hopefully it'll let me do the glass because we'll do 2 of them. Do 1 there, and then we'll do a couple of feeders. 1 there, and 1 there. 1 there, and 1 there. Because all this to be glass as well. Right, and then what is a water trough small? So food. Oh, whoops, sorry. That wasn't water. That was food. All right, so we'll do the water feeders. We'll come here, up, and I've gotten bronze.
Good to
Fantastic.
see the ostriches have somewhere they
But
can
now it won't let me put
really
this other one
stretch
here.
their
How
legs.
stupid.
Did you know they
hate
can
tutorials.
actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever
love
escape.
ostriches.
The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
They remind me of dinosaurs a lot.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut.
Okay, so this is important to pay
Keeper
attention
huts
to.
are where
Watch
the
this.
keepers prepare the food for animals. So they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Now,
We'll
what's
need
important?
to rotate the keeper hut to get
Hold
it
on.
to connect up to the path.
So what's important about this, are you going to hit Z and you're going to spin it? But what's important about this is that what they don't mention here is you've got to make sure the keeper hut is close to the habitat, right? Because if it's not close to the habitat, the keeper, it's what is the word? It's insufficient.
This keeper hut only has space for 1 keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness. Negatively,
Negatively.
in case that wasn't clear.
Clearly.
Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously
yes.
includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
So heat map. This is a heat map. So
Now,
you
the
see,
reason
like,
everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
but I'm going to keep it on for a moment. Now, here we are. Okay, so see, they've got to be able to access it too, because if this breaks down, they've got the mechanics later on in the game will have to come and fix it.
Lovely work.
Lovely
now
work.
the keepers can start using the hut to
And
prepare food.
back on the
and
left-hand
thanks
side
to
here,
where
heat
you've
map
put
goes
it,
off.
they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet.
But I wasn't done
Head on
here.
over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
All right, hold on. Let me see if they'll let me. No, see, they won't let me. I've got to wait. Too high? What was that? Ooh. I want glass. Nope. Okay. Got to go to the Bengal Tigers. Gonna have to do the tutorial, and then we'll go from there.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat. from scratch.
From scratch.
And concrete and glass, I expect. So, go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier. Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Right, so I want to do a couple of variations here because window. Let me see something. So if I see how this is, yes, I'm gonna start it here. Ah, see how does the window? I like that. So it's not the same thing flushed the way through. Let's do the windows. The windows are cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. Sorry. I found that funny. Alright. Okay, now we're going to turn the window off because we like the windows. They're in the center. Turn that off. Come back over here. Alright. Now we'll do it on an angle because that'd be a nice place to have a tree. Okay, and then we're going to do, because, alright, so the reason why I do the windows, I like the windows, is because this is how they are at my favorite theme park, Six Flags Great Adventure. It's giant windows. Okay, we can go back to no window. What is this? One-way glass? Baloney! Okay. Go back to windows. No, maybe we do full glass walls now. No, let's do windows. We'll go back. I want to change that. That part there to full glass wall. Okay, I'm going to come here. Do this. Okay, and I'm hitting spacebar again. A reminder to turn on, toggle on and off the angle snap. All right, I'm going to go back here to that, and then we're going to go back here. All right. Why did I choose the concrete? It was different. It wasn't brick. Okay, can you just connect it? Yeah, look at that. All right. I've got to, you know what I would do? Wait, let me go back to the ostriches really fast. I want to put up that glass wall. Barrier, glass wall. There we go. I get what I want. No, let me do the glass. It won't let me do the glass still. Man, that's just silly. Okay, so I'm going to do the door. What do we want the door? Door here? Yeah, we can do the door there, right?
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think?
Yeah.
The way we'll do it
We
is
don't
by
like jumping
changing
tigers.
the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
If I remember,
Now
it was
you've got
4
all of the
meters.
perimeter selected, you can increase the height
wow.
of it by
Oh, wow.
clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters.
Yeah, we'll stick with 4 meters. That's cool.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
Oh my god, instant noodles ill.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore.
Maybe
I think
should
it's
have done
time we
that
adopted those tigers.
on the outsides. Can I move these? Yes, I can. Get a lot of donation boxes. I want your money! Money, money, money. Alright, I want to... Hold on. I want to throw some water in here, too. Because... Oh my god! They can go swimming! They're so cute. Wow, I really do get a kick out of myself. Okay, tigers. A little bit of Tiger King here. Oh no, what happened? Did I get them? Yes, I did. I'm going to send them to zoo.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect
Okay.
and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Okay. Habitat. Food tray large. Kind of don't have a choice, so we're just gonna do what it
Yes,
says.
that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Okay. Oh, look, see, it's giving me what I wanted already. It's gonna go to town. We have a lot of blood pumpkins. Yum! And then we're gonna get some toys. Hello, look at the tiger!
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on,
Simple
add a
shelter.
shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Really? Do I want to build one? Oh, they don't give you much option. Alright, we're going to stick with the one that she built for now. But in the future... Alright, so really cool trick. So Z spins it. Alright, and then you hit X. What it does, it holds it in place, and now you could raise and sink it, move it left and right, and if you hit X again, you can actually spin it. So what we're going to do is, we're going to move it down, and make a flash, move it forward here, okay, and place it. Now,
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its
they are
information
beautiful
panel.
animals, huh? Alright, what's wrong with him?
Right
His
here.
habitat.
Click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain.
Terrain tab. We
That'll
need
tell you what
less
the tigers
grass
need
and
more
more
of or less
soil.
of in this habitat.
So,
Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
there we are.
Right then, all animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab. Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite
That's
right
these here.
for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
And then you just hit the X and they go,
You
boop,
can find
gone.
all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
So grassland, temperate, tropical. So if you go to the Zoopedia map, and the Bengal tiger, right? You got grassland, temperate, tropical. The size, and this is all important information. So the land requirement is 750 meters squared. 0 climbing requirement, 0 water requirement, 0 deep water requirement. Cool. Temperature needs to be 12 to 40 degrees Celsius. Yes, I'm doing this in Celsius and in the metric system. Just because. Grade 3 climb proof, at least 10 feet, or at least, what is that, 4 meters? Or 3.7 meters. So, very important to remember all that stuff. So this is Bengal tigers. Now we have species data, all of the background on them. We've got research data, and kind of the stuff that we'll get into in the next scenario as far as research and how research works and whatnot. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. It looks real. It's crazy. All right, so go back here. So we need tropical, temperate, and grasslands. So we're going to close this. We go to nature. All right, we're going to filter the biome, tropical, temperate, grassland. Boom. So now these are the plants. Can I move this up? Yes, I can. So these are the plants that we should see inside of our little habitat here. Can we move you? Move, because I like this kind of like story that's happening here. Okay, and then Control D, we can duplicate. Now we can't do terrain editing yet, but one thing you want to do with your plants, we're going to do plant stuff, right? You want to spin them when you're placing them. It gives nice variation. You can sink them down inside. So again, it gives you a little bit of depth. Look at that. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's duplicate this one. I like this plant too. Here. And here. Now, what I want to do is, let me go back. I want to open it, keep this open so you can see the kind of coverage and the plants and stuff that this particular animal likes. And then what we can do is, move you over here. Oh, why did that get closed? Stay open. Can I lock you? No, I can't. Okay. So that's a fun little story we created there. Can we do rocks? No, we can't do rocks. We can only do plants. Alright, so let's get some big... I wanted to put trees in, right? In these corners. Are these big? No, this is cute. Look at that. I'm going to do one over here. Oh my god, it's so cute. Alright, I'll help border that out. Why is this important? I don't know, it's just fun. We'll spin you. I hate that that closes when you do that. It's just so silly. Because you gotta reopen everything. Bring back. Alright, so now my tree options. Small trees. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. I could play with the big trees, I think. I think we want to do, we'll do a big tree here. Look at that, right next to the shelter. Almost like these were here naturally. Oh! And then I guess we did good here.
They say the good fences make
and then
good
we're
neighbors.
done.
I guess that's
I hate that it
doubly
does
true
that.
when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger.
Stuff.
Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave. Even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right. Let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
How cute are you? Okay. We've got to go to prefowls. Peafowls. Peafowls? Prefowls? Why is my camera locked on? Oh, that duh. Okay, peafowls are over here by the atrium.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing.
How are you doing,
technically, I
peafowl?
suppose gandering would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail. Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong. Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
All right. We got ourselves some
I
peafowls.
expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy.
Oh, now we're going to snow
Let's head over
leopards?
there and see
Moving
what's wrong with
fast.
her.
But I wasn't done here. All right. Well, where do we gotta go? Snow leopard. Snow leopard. Snow leopard. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Gotcha.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these
I don't
snow
do that.
leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you?
Cave.
This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the
Double
guests.
click. We'll choose that, and we're going to change you to one
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards,
look, you see this up here?
It's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather.
That's
You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat. As you can see, you already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as
possible. Go back to what I was saying.
Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but
so
you'll need to make sure
coolers.
of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Okay. I'll do one here. I'll do one here.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
Inside.
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Just fast forwarding a little bit. Sorry, guys. So we fast forward a little bit, got it nice and cool in there, and they want snow and rock. So we gotta change the terrain because the snow leopard. Where are you, snow leopard? Snow leopard. Oh, where is it? I don't see it. You in your cave? Where's the bugger? Wait, hold on. Does anyone else see the snow leopard? Wait, is that it? Oh yeah, there you are. You're so tiny. Okay. Environment. Oh my god, look. See? Nope. Nope. And nope. Terrain. We need less grass and more snow. So... let's do this.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Okay, open zoo manager to find a list of your animals. Boom. Find animals here. Boom.
As you can see, this list shows you the animal's overall welfare. So it's something that
See,
makes then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
You enjoy your cuppa, lady. We're going to go over to these guys here. The tortoise. Tortoise. Otherwise known as the slowest moving animal I've ever seen. Alright, so you need more sand, you need more grass. Just more sand and more grass. Why is that so hard? More sand, more grass. Alright, so do some long grass. Go here. There, oh, well, that fixed everything really quickly. You just like grass. You keep on enjoying that grass there, buddy. Alright, look at that. Now we need a hard shelter. Is this not considered a hard shelter? I like this. This is like, can I make this bigger? I think so we need to do, let me see something. If I got a nature, can I do rock? Oh, the rocks are back. But it said do a hard shelter. Do I have to do a shelter like this? I mean, I guess I could, right? An angled roof? Yeah, look at that. Alright. I can play with that one. Hard shelter! Okay. It's got a hard shelter. I don't understand. And wait, what happened? What happened to the sand? Oh, duh. No, we'll do the sand around the water. Right. I've got... Oh, where'd the hard shelter go? Oh, duh. I made the hard shelter go away. Whoopsie! Alright, so this hard shelter, it says, isn't good enough. It only brings it to 21%. So you need more shelter? That's what you're saying? Let's give you another shelter then. You a big one. Like here. And over and down. Alright, and then we'll get to you. Oh. Can I have just done that? Yeah, I probably could have. Look at that. Did I make you go outside? Yeah, I did. Whoops. Let's keep this one. Okay. How are we, turtles? Are we happy yet? Nope, you need enrichment. But this is good, right? Yeah, this is good. These need to go. Just don't like those. Your biome is tropical. So let's go here. Let's go to not temperate, not... Excuse me, just tropical. Alright, I'm going to get you some trees. Oh, Brazil nut sapling. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, I think we'll do some palms. We'll do the palm story. Which is always fun. Spin you, run you down, out just a little bit. Okay. And some more palms here. Okay. Ooh. That tree is huge. Eucalyptus. I do love eucalyptus. Just throw these in the corner. Oh, what is happening? Wait, it says those are no good? But it says tropical. I don't... Biome. Tropical. Let's go to the Zoopedia. Biome tropical. That's all it says. That's all I got. What if I did... Wait, hold on. Tropical... Continent Africa. That changes not much. Okay. Banana palm? You happy with the banana palm? Oh, you're happy with banana palms. Okay. Alright, so we can play with that, I think. Alright, there we go. And move back, and over, and down. Alright, now because I suffer from a case of laziness, we're just going to copy and paste that. And spin it around. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, let's go back to nature. Nature! Blue lotus. Oh yeah, look at that. I like that idea. I'm all about that idea. Up above the water. Okay. And I want bushes. Ooh. Okay. Alright, this is shaping up pretty nicely. Elephant ear plants. Oh my god, I love these. In real life, I have a couple. Spin those. Let's see if these plants work for you. Oh yes, they're all working. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Coconut palms. So you didn't like the coconut palms though, right? Now you like them? Oh, it's a different kind of palm, wasn't it? Yeah, what we'll do is we're going to keep the coconut palm. Yeah, and we'll just do a couple like that. And then into the corner here. Okay, and I need bushes, 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 bushes. Look at that. How good does that look? Now, it does obstruct the view a little bit in some places, but that's okay for me. I'm okay with that. Now we need enrichment. So let's go to the habitat. Now, we've got to pay mind too with the enrichment, and here's the fun part. So with the aminals, the type of enrichment is important. So if we go to the enrichment thing here, all right, so we've got to fulfill 12 points of food enrichment and 62 points of toy enrichment. Alright, so tortoise. Wait, let me see something. Can I filter species? Oh, okay. You can do it that way too. Species and Aldabra giant tortoise. Habitat. Species. Okay, now those are the toys. Now, I don't have all of the DLCs yet. I'm going to get them today, I think. I'm just going to buy it. Let's get it over with. And what we'll do is we will do, for the tortoise, we'll just do a bunch of everything. One of everything. We'll just have fun with it, I think. Right, and it's all right by the fence here. Why is this important by the fence? So your guests can see it. Right, and then back there we'll do just a nice sprinkler and a couple of ice balls for them to play with. Alright, and now our enrichment. Look at that, we fulfilled it. We didn't even need all that. Okay. And then we're good all the way across the board. Awesome. Look at that. That's a nice little setup there for our little tortoise. And why am I moving these down? Well, it's simple. They're kind of big up there. Okay. Duplicate you into the corner here. Now mangroves usually grow by the water, but I kind of like that idea. Okay, look at that. Oh, I'm very pleased with that one. Okay, let's go check our zoo. Now we'll go to, there was another one. Ah, here we are. Okay, so we got the zebras and giraffes. Let's go to Obi. Okay, what is wrong with our zebras and giraffes? Oh my. All of this is no good. See this?
Not bad. Not
Oh.
bad at all.
I wasn't
think it's
done,
fair to
lady.
say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Yeah, in a minute. We're going to stay in the zoo. We're just going to finish this really fast, and then we'll close off this episode.
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely.
All right.
Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh? Don't tell her I told you, but
Alright, so do
Nancy
more
wasn't
grass.
sure you'd even last the morning. So, we're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a foxy coffee. As strange as it seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet. I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
Alright, so we need more rock. It's asking for more rock. I don't like that. Okay. I really want more brown. But it wants less soil and just all grass. Can I just, let me just do that. I'm gonna make it all grass. That. And we'll come back and we'll sand out the water pit. So I feel like it would be all grass IRL, right? And we'll do sand around the water. Right, okay. I can play with that. Do some soil just all in here because this is where they sleep. And then soil around the rocks, because this is a thing. Right? Look at that. Alright, nice placement. Oh, there's an actual habitat in there. Okay. Alright, so now we've got that sorted. Plants. Now, I watched the lady designer do this, and I love these trees, and I love the red flowers on them. So I'm going to play with this idea a little bit. Look at that. Okay. Okay, I kind of like that idea. And then we'll take these over here. Alright, now why do we spin and rotate slightly? To give variation so it doesn't look like you're spamming the flowers. Even though technically we are. We don't have to tell anyone. Okay, now we're going to get some of these trees. Ooh, okay. Okay, So now what we do is you come back and you get variation in height. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we've got to do here for these aminals. Now we need enrichment. So let's go to the habitat. And we're just going to switch this now to species giraffe. And I gotta get the proper name. Sorry, hold on. This is a reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffe. There we are. Okay, and then you've got like no enrichment. You're so boring. Oh my god. A couple of rubbing pillars. One there. We'll do one here. We'll do... Oh, we should turn those into better viewing posts, eh? And sprinklers. We need sprinklers everywhere because I love the idea of having sprinklers everywhere. It's just fun. Okay, and then high grazing feeder. Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, the giraffe looks happy! The giraffe looks happy! Okay. And then we're back over here. Alright, and we're going to also... Now, what is this other thing that's in here? This is the zebra. Plains zebra. Oh, more toys. Okay. Okay, and I think it's a good amount of enrichment, I think, right? Have we fulfilled our expectations? Yeah, 30, 62, 178. Yeah, okay, good. Now, ooh, there's too much coverage. Look at this. And this particular tree doesn't work. Interesting. What if I took away... Oh, I'm placing things. Whoops. Okay. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Can I click on the little guy? Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh yeah. Okay. You're not. Animals require less plants and tree coverage. Okay. So what if I took away one tree? Would that be better? Yeah, green. Now this is red, but it's okay because overall welfare is 98%. There's not enough short grass for them. I just gotta find a happy medium right in between the giraffe and the zebra. It's a nice. There we are. Nice happy medium. Alright, look at that. And we are happy. Look at that texture. Oh my god. They are quite handsome, aren't they? Why, yes you are. You know you are. Alright. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for the first of what is to be many challenges here in Planet Zoo. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will wrap this up with some cinematics of our animals in the Goodwin Zoo. Thanks so much for joining. Catch you guys in a bit. Ciao.